fighting for your rights, and the old red, white, and blue. Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. Now the world is ready for you, and the wonders you can do. Make a honky dove, stop a war with love, make a liar tell it true. Wonder Woman, get us out from under, Wonder Woman. All our hopes are pinned upon you, and the magic that you do. Stop a bullet cold, make the axis fold, change their minds, and change the world. Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, you're a wonder, Wonder Woman.
Right there. Security area. Queue clearance to go by.
Our most secure posts, but they still managed to get in some way.
We were lucky this time. No one was killed. Just some damage to this tunnel here.
But whoever it was still knew just when we'd be transporting those radar scanner components.
Q security is the tightest we have, yet they still seem to know just where to hit us.
An unexplained fire at Fort Hughes, the gas main explosion at Camp Mackenzie, now this bombing. All links in what we thought was a top-secret assembly chain.
Perhaps if we change the assembly schedule.
No, it's too late for that. The scanner's being assembled right here at Fort Russell at 3 separate locations. If the enemy's going to destroy it, they'll have to strike before final assembly tomorrow night.
Steve, I know that doesn't give you much time, but you have to do it. You have to make sure that entire base is 100% secure.
I'll take care of it, sir.
Sir?
I still don't know how they got through. Security is my business, Major Trevor, and you better believe I'm good at it. Fort Russell spread over more than 100 square miles, and nobody crosses 1 inch of its perimeter without my knowing about it.
Except for this time. A mistake's been made, Colonel Flint. You're going to have to admit it. A faulty alarm system, a sleepy guard.
Negative. Every link in our security chain was and is solid. That saboteur had to be a magician to get onto these grounds undetected.
Well, he might have been inside all along.
There are 15,000 men stationed here. It's possible an enemy agent could lose himself in the crowd, wait for his chance to strike.
I've had all personnel very carefully screened. There's not a person on this base who hasn't been cleared for military purposes.
Does that include them, Colonel? They don't look very military to me.
Yeoman Prince is 100% right. What are they doing at a top security installation?
They're boosting morale, Major. The girls are all finalists in the Miss GI Dream Girl Beauty Contest.
Well, they're certainly beautiful.
Yes, it's going to be tough picking the winner. The finals are here tomorrow at the Officers Club. That's the best place to hold it. Officers and enlisted men all are invited.
Here they are, boys. They're all the little cuties. They're here for you. Now, you can look at them, but don't touch them.
That's Jack Wood.
Who?
Only America's favorite radio comic. He's doing his show here tomorrow, emceeing the beauty contest finals on a coast-to-coast broadcast.
Listen, listen. If you guys still think that you're fighting for Mom's apple pie, see the chaplain. He's always looking for miracles. Come on, Rita, give a show to them. They're all here for you guys. What do you think? All right, that's enough, girls. Come on. It's rehearsal time. Let's go, girls. See you later, boys. Don't worry about a thing. They're all waiting for you.
Do you think it's wise, Colonel, giving civilians a run of the base?
Jack Wood isn't just a civilian. He's an institution. Like Bob Hope or Babe Ruth. Besides, his itinerary's been cleared by Washington. Last week, he ran a preliminary contest at Fort Hughes. 4 days after that, he did the same at Camp McKenzie, and now he's here for the finals. And believe me, we're glad to have him.
First Fort Hughes, then Camp McKenzie, and now Fort...
I presume, Colonel, that you've prepared dossiers on Mr. Wood and his troop. I'd like to see them, if I may.
Yes, of course. I'll get them ready for you.
Fine. I'll meet you in your office. Yes, I noticed it too, Diana. They played every stop on the sabotage circuit. Make a great cover for an enemy operation.
Perhaps if we could get one of our own agents into that beauty contest.
Might flesh them out. Take a really beautiful girl, though. Someone with all the right qualifications.
Well, I'd be willing to try.
Thanks, Diana. I know you do a wonderful job. But I'm afraid this calls for a really gorgeous girl. Someone who looks great in a bathing suit. Say, I won't be needing you for a while. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Well, I could do some shopping at the PX and just take a bus back to Washington, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Thank you.
All right, girls. Let's try it for real this time. Monty, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. From the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mitzi. Mitzi. Mitzi.
Yes.
There are no turns in this number.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know there were any turns. Sorry.
You're just trying too hard, darling.
Well, at least I know how to smile.
Is that what that is? I thought it was something you ate.
Rita!
Will you stop it? Will you cut it out?
Well, she started it.
Now, let's try it again. And stop trying to behave like a herd of sheep. Can we take it from the top, please, Lola?
Oh, I am trying, Monty. I am trying. All right, girls. From the top. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Excuse me, but I'd like to find out about the Miss G.I. Dream Girl contest.
You're a little late, dear. Besides, there are no more openings.
Well, I've never heard of that. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm Lola Flynn, and I'm running this contest for Jack Woods, and honey, we sure could use you. What's your name?
Diana. Diana Paradise, and I would love to be in your contest.
It isn't fair to the other girls. We like things the way they are.
I agree with her. Besides, we don't know the first thing about her.
What's to know? She wants to enter a beauty contest, not medical school. I think we ought to grab her. Are you working here on the base?
Yes, I am just now.
Well, that works fine, because you'll have to be confined with all the rest of the girls to quarters. Some dumb regulation that has to do with security or something.
I still don't think we should upset the other contestants for the sake of a late arrival.
I agree.
Hey, break it up! Break it up! Listen, we got a slew of tired GIs coming here tomorrow night to look at girls. Depriving them of this baby doll would be unpatriotic. Tell me about yourself, sugar. Never mind the dull stuff. Get right to your phone number.
But, Jack, all of us have been working so hard on our routines for the talent part of the contest. If she's not prepared, she'll make us look bad.
Oh, Rita.
The Dragon Lady's got a point. Can you sing or dance or play a musical instrument?
Yes. What would you like me to do for you first?
If I answer that question, the draft board will say that I'm young enough to fight. How about some hoofing? Make with the 88s, Professor.
1, 2, 3, 4.
gotta go now, girls. I've got a golf date with my favorite brass hat, Colonel Flint. His security staff are the ones that are going to protect you girls from all the love-starved soldiers here at Fort Russell. Bye-bye, girls.
All right, everybody take 5. Got a lot of work before tomorrow, Diana. How soon can you start?
This afternoon, if it's all right with you. I have a few things to take care of first.
Fine. How about 3 o'clock?
That's fine. Thank you.
Diana?
Yes.
Huh. I was going to wish you luck, but I don't think you're going to need it. You remind me kind of myself a few centuries ago.
It's unfair to judge yourself by the criterion of age. A vital, intelligent woman is much more than the sum of her birthdays.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll be that way for you. But for me, my high point was when I was 19 and I was Miss American Beauty. From then on, it was downhill all the way. Remember, 3 o'clock.
Hi.
You kind of like her, don't you?
Yes. I think she isn't as hard as she would like to be.
Good. It's always nice to make new friends. But there's only going to be one winner in this contest, and you're looking at her.
I thought the judges were going to make that decision.
Just stay out of my way, sweetheart. I'm going to be Miss G.I. Dream Girl and be in Jack's next movie. And anybody who tries to stop me better watch her step.
So, as you can see, Major, everyone's been checked and double-checked.
Maybe. And I'm still going to stay with the inside job theory a little longer. We'll be in touch.
Let's get out of here.
Thanks, Wonder Woman.
They don't seem too dangerous now, do they?
One of these days, I'm going to find out how you always know when I need you. Let's find out what they know.
About the sabotage rate.
Well, they're probably part of it. Whoever's trying to destroy that radar scanner doesn't want my investigation to go too far. All right, out. Both of you. What do you know about this scanner project?
Wait, they won't go far.
What is this? It's a little dinky rope, but I can't move.
No one can resist the golden lasso. It binds all who it encircles and compels them to tell the truth.
I can't think of a better time to ask our friends a few questions. Who's your superior in the attempts on the scanner project?
Hey, look, we never heard of your project. Whatchamacallit. We were paid to hit Major Steve Trevor. $500, no questions asked.
But you had to get the money and your assignment from someone. Who was that person?
Nobody. A phone call gave us a job. The money and the instructions were in a locker at the railroad station.
We don't know anything else.
So the real saboteur hired some cheap muscle to get me out of the way.
He must know you're looking for him.
And he's getting nervous.
Steve, he might make another attempt on your life.
I don't think he'd risk giving himself away to get me a second time. He's after the scanner project, and I've got to get after him as soon as I drop these two hoods at the police station. All right, in the car. You drive.
Major, would you rather take your car?
I wonder if you can cook. In the car. In the front seat.
Steve, please be careful.
I like to be. There just isn't time.
thanks. I was right. There's no Diana Paradise working anywhere in this base. She's a phony.
So she made up a fake story to enter a big-time beauty contest. I did the same thing when I was a kid on the make. Don't worry about it.
I never worry, Lola. If she's interested in more than just a beauty contest, it's too bad. She's had it.
Hedda, this isn't as easy as it looks in the movies.
That's better. Chin up, back straight.
Better?
Diana? Is that really you?
Yeah, isn't it amazing? If I thought a wig would do that for me, I'd shave my head.
Oh, the transformation's incredible. But why?
Well, I've entered the Miss GI Dream Girl contest.
That's wonderful.
I'm using the name Diana Paradise so that no one can trace me to military intelligence. Oh, excuse me.
Diana, I think it's great you're doing this. It shows a lot of initiative. I want you to go back to Fort Russell and keep your eyes open. I'm going to try and get a focus on this operation. If I have anything, I'll call you. I'll say I'm your, Uncle George. Clear?
Yes, sir. Uncle George. I'd better get back to the base now because I'm expected by 3.
Oh, I'll drive you.
Thank you.
Oh, Diana.
Yes, sir.
It's funny, but seeing you in that dress makes me realize you look like somebody.
Who?
Joan Crawford.
Well, I'm very flattered, sir.
Around the ankles.
Thanks.
Don't tell me she's still in there.
So, what else is new? Oh, come on.
Rita, what took you so long? We're all waiting to get in the shower.
It takes her longer because she's dirtier than the rest of us.
How would you like to smile for the judges with no front teeth?
Look, nobody's gonna be Miss Dream Girl with a black eye and a fat lip. Now, most of you kids seem okay, so if Rita or somebody acts up, just don't encourage them, all right?
All right. But she's always picking on me.
Look, we just wanted to wash up and get a little beauty sleep.
Oh, yeah.
If sleep makes one beautiful, then all of you must have had insomnia for years.
One more day. Diana, I'm sorry about the accommodations, but you got here too late for one of the choice spots.
Oh, this will be quite comfortable, I'm sure, Miss Flynn. Thank you.
You know, you seem like a nice kid. I think I ought to warn you.
Warn me about what?
Well, there's a lot more at stake here than just a beauty contest for some people.
Don't panic, girls. I just came here to tuck you in. Now, look, if any of you girls get thirsty during the night, I just dug a well in my closet.
Yes, go on.
Just do as you're told and be careful. Extra careful.
Now, you do exactly what I tell you to do, all right?
How about
Now,
some
you
music?
just follow. Listen, are they treating you girls all right? Nuts. And I wore a rubber shirt so that you could cry on my shoulder.
There's a few personal things I'd like to go over with you. It won't take long.
That's what I'm afraid of, honey. Now, listen, I'd love to get to know you girls better, but if I do, a lot of people will say I'm low and corruptible enough to trade my vote as a contest judge for a little smooching. And they're right. Front and center. Diana! Well, well, well. How's it going?
Fine, Mr. Wood. And I really don't know how to thank you enough for allowing me to become a contestant.
Well, I do. Meet me tonight on the firing range at 12 o'clock. Bring an evening gown and some bananas, because when I monkey around, I use real monkeys.
I didn't know you worked with animals.
Are you kidding? Didn't you ever see my band? Oh, boy. You know, even with all these curves, this kid would make a great straight man. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't I use you tomorrow night in the magic bit?
Oh, yeah.
What an idea. Wait a minute. Let me get some of my little magic props here, and we're going to work this out. Now, you do exactly what I tell you to do, all right?
How about
Now,
some
you just follow me and hang and loose. A little magic music, please. Now, here's what we do. Now, watch closely. There's the audience. Hello, how are you? Here's my pretty assistant. Now, you hold this like this. I take this out and I show it to the audience, right? There they are. They all look at it. They see it's completely empty. I put it in here like this, right? You put the top down on the top of the table. Very good. I put it here like this, and all of a sudden, abracadabra. And what have we got here? Oh, look at this. She's a natural. Lola, sign her up. Tell wardrobe to dress her in as little as possible.
Right, Jack.
All right, good night, girls. I'll see you in my dreams.
Good night, Mr. Wood.
That magic fit was supposed to be mine. I told you to stay out of my way, and the first chance you get, you cozy up to the star.
Oh, that never entered my mind, Rita.
No?
No.
Well, let's see how you feel about this entering your nose.
Rita, knock it off or you're out of the contest.
all right.
Fine, thank you.
Diana, it's a phone for you. It's your Uncle George.
Thank you, Miss Flynn.
Diana, no more personal calls. It's in the rules.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, Uncle George.
Just listen, Diana. I've been doing some checking, and the blast at the tunnel wasn't the first attempt on the scanner project. The other attempt missed, too. Damaged a base access road. But it looked like an accident, so nobody reported it.
Oh, I see. Well, that's very interesting, Uncle George. But is there anything else you wanted to tell me? You see, I'm not allowed to have any more personal calls. It's in the rules.
I understand, so I'll make it fast. The third and final radar component will be completed at the fort's electrical substation at 0100 hours tonight. That's located directly behind the motor pool. Now, the saboteur has to try for it, and I'll be waiting for him. Now, what I want you to do is watch for any activity in the Jack Woods group that might clue us into the saboteur's identity. Okay? Good hunting.
Oh, the same to you, Uncle George.
I don't know what game you're playing, sweetheart. But whatever it is, little Rita's gonna find out all about it.
Excuse me, Rita.
Head. The scanner. They didn't get it, did they?
No. Some electrical equipment's been destroyed, and someone's going to have to account for a missing tailgate. But the project's all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay.
The guards are coming. I better go.
But one woman, Oh.
What was that back over there? It was so loud.
All right, look, I'm sure everything is under control. Look, just go back to bed and leave whatever is happening outside to the Army.
Maybe what's happening was caused by someone who shouldn't be outside. Diana's missing.
Well, Diana knows the rules. I'm sure she's not gone.
Then a search will turn her up, right? I told you she took off. She knows the rules, and she's out of the contest.
What's going on out here?
Diana, I knew you were someplace. I just never thought of the shower.
It was hot and I couldn't sleep.
What about this? I found it on your pillow.
That's the only thing false about her, Rita. Can you say the same?
All right, everybody back to sleep. It's gonna be a big day tomorrow. Good night. Again.
Don't turn the light on.
What's going on out there? It sounds like a war.
An unexpected visit from Wonder Woman. And what's more, our late arrival, Diana Paradise? Well, she's up to something.
Diana? Are you sure? What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet, but I'll think of something.
I don't want to be involved.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Lola. But you see, our primary purpose was not to sabotage the radar project. It was just a cover to ensure the success of our real mission. My dear, we are going to assassinate a very important general named Dwight D. Eisenhower.
I hope General Eisenhower understands about why we had to change the departure time.
I've informed the General of the botched sabotage attempts at Fort Russell.
Nothing to worry about. You'll just have to take another approach route that's a little longer.
Well, just as long as the General has time to check out that special project before it's sent on to New York.
He'll have plenty of time for that. And you also get a bonus. You'll be able to catch the finals of the Miss Dream Girl contest. Jack Woods broadcasting it from Fort Russell.
Well, that's a good idea. That's good for the soldiers' morale.
And good for the officers' morale as well.
Sabotage try 1, close an access road. 2, shut down the tunnel. And 3, last night, blew up part of the electrical system that services the fort's auxiliary airfield.
At least they didn't wreck the radar scanner, sir. That's the important thing.
Is it? How can an enemy agent clever enough to penetrate our defenses miss his target 3 times out of 3?
Good news, Steve. We've won. The radar scanner's completed. The components are being assembled right now, so the device will be operational in time for his personal inspection.
Whose inspection, sir?
General officer the War Department's very high on. Name of Eisenhower. I'm sorry to keep you in the dark about that, Steve, but he's involved in some very top-level stuff. We considered his travel plans so important, no one was supposed to know.
Just like the radar scanner. But the enemy still knew about it. General, what route is Eisenhower taking to Fort Russell?
His route?
Yes.
Well, originally he was scheduled to stop at Fort Hughes for a special debriefing session with a Special Forces officer from Camp McKenzie.
Canceled because of accidents at both of those installations. A fire at Hughes, a gas main blow up at McKenzie. So Eisenhower is forced to come directly to Fort Russell. I repeat, sir, by what route?
A plane from Randolph Field to the fort's auxiliary landing strip.
Closed by sabotage to the electrical system.
Then south on the access road through the service tunnel.
But, sir, the road and the tunnel were closed by sabotage, too.
Leaving the only route into Fort Russell, a landing at this civilian airstrip west of the perimeter. And the fire road behind the old artillery range, entering the base at Point Lobo. A perfect place for an ambush.
Good Lord. It wasn't the radar scanner the saboteurs were after. They were creating a funnel through which Eisenhower had to enter the fort.
Ada, call Diana at the Officers Club Theater. Say that Uncle George has an urgent message for her and tell her what happened. We'll alert Point Lobo and the fort by car radio on our way to Eisenhower's landing site. We've got to try and head him off.
Communications? General Blankenship's priority clearance. I have to place a call to the theater at Fort Russell right away.
I just feel like there's something just not right about Diana Paradise.
We have a beauty contest, and she's the best-looking girl around. Now, what's wrong with that?
You know what I mean. She's just not interested in some dumb beauty contest. And if that's the way it is, that'll be the end of her.
Monty, I have told you I don't want to hear you talking that way anymore.
All right, girls, let's take a look at the costumes.
Yeah, they'll look fine. You better hurry up and get into your bathing suits.
Lola, that costume should be mine. It doesn't even look right on her.
Rita, we don't have time for that. They're lined up outside, and Jack's going to do his warm-up in 20 minutes. Well, come on, girls. Let's get going.
Officers Club Theater. Diana Paradise, hold on.
Hello? Hello? Operator, we've been cut off.
The call was for me, my Uncle George.
No personal calls, Miss Paradise? No exceptions?
Well, whatever you say, Mr. Burns.
Hey, fella, would you lower the PA? We're getting a little feedback on the speakers.
Watch it. This thing weighs a ton. If it ever came down, somebody could get killed. Somebody could get killed. Somebody could get killed. Somebody could get killed.
It's no use, Steve. We've still got 15 miles to go, and Eisenhower's plane is maintaining radio silence.
Then we've just got to reach him before he starts for Point Lobo.
Blankenship here.
General, it's Etta. I can't reach Diana. They're not answering the phone.
Then get an MP to get you over to the theater. Tell her in person. Fast.
Yes, sir, but it'll be too late for Diana to do anything about anything, and she'll be worried about you and General Eisenhower. Oh, sir, I know this isn't very military, but I hate a crisis situation.
Pull yourself together, Etta.
Yes, sir. Over and out.
Step on it, Steve.
Okay, fella, take it up, will you? That's it.
This is filling up with soldiers. Monty, what you said about Diana, you're not going to do anything, are you?
Don't worry. It'll be over quickly.
I can't let that happen. That's got to be stopped now.
It's not possible, Lola, dear. First, because you're in this up to your fast wrinkling neck, and second, because it's too late. It's already started. My men are in position by now.
The main attraction, ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure and for mine, your Miss G.I. Dream Girl. Dream girl, each one a pearl, charming and beautiful, an all-American girl. How can you pick one when each little miss just can't miss? To our dream girls, an all-American kiss. How can you pick one when each little miss just can't miss? Here's to our dream girls, an all-American kiss. Aren't they lovely? They're all dream girls, each and every one of them.
This plane's already landed. Maybe he's still here. Just missed him. He can't be that far ahead of us.
I hope it's not too late. Point Lobo doesn't respond to our calls. That trap could be set already.
Yes, sir, and that's something that they will never replace with synthetics. Isn't she wonderful? The girls are going to show the judges that they've got something going for them besides beauty. Me. But seriously, folks, this is the talent portion of our competition. And our next contestant, direct from New York City, the very lovely, vivacious Miss Betty Lou Capoletti in her own fantasy and dance. Let's hear it for Betty Lou.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I've got to see Diana Paradise. It's a matter of life or death.
Sorry, but you're gonna have to wait till after the show. I said, after the show.
Miss Glenn, I can't
find my costume for the number with Mr. Wood. It's not in my wardrobe locker.
Well, it's got to be. You just had it on in dress rehearsal. I hate to be the one to say it, but where was Rita right this minute? I mean, she doesn't have to change until next to last.
How about that for a double-jointed baby doll? Honey, hold yourself up and wait for me in my glove compartment. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my turn. Now, I'm not going to get to you with beauty, but I've still got a couple of things going for me. This is one of them, and this is the other.
Here I am, Mr. Wood.
It is Rita. She's taken my place. I may as well get ready for the evening gown parade.
Marty, you can't go through with this. You're making a mistake.
Lola, dear, you leave me no alternative. See how easy it is to get rid of you, my dear?
It's a big finish, but this is ridiculous. What's going on here? The Jack Wood show spares no expense. Nice to see you, Wonder Woman, but I'm sorry, I do a single.
Mr. Wood, it is very important that no one leave this theater.
I'm not going to argue with you, doll. Well, you got to admit that this is better than your Army training films on Athlete's Foot.
Wonder Woman, am I glad to see you? I have to find Diana Prince to tell her what's happened, but she isn't here.
What's happened?
Oh, it's terrible.
Is it Steve? Major Trevor?
Yes. No, well, it's partly him. Mostly it's about General Eisenhower. The sabotage was just a trick to hide an attempt on his life. Steve's trying to head him off now on the road to Point Lobo.
It's Eisenhower, all right. He's not alone. There's a car following him.
We're being tailed, sir. I'll try to outrun them.
They're making a run for it. They don't know who we are.
That's Morse code, General. T-R-E-V-O-R. Stop the car.
Sorry to show up this way, General, but you're heading into an ambush. You were funneled into this road by sabotage. You'll have to turn back at once.
We can hold our own from this position as long as our ammunition holds out.
We're going to have to get smart. We're lucky.
Look, it's Wonder Woman.
There's our luck, General, and it never came in a more beautiful package.
Are you all right?
If they gave merit badges for being fantastic, you'd be an Eagle Scout after that. How'd you find us?
Well, Etta told me what happened, but this is not over yet. I think Monty Burns is behind this, and he's escaped.
Well, not far from here is an MP phone box. As soon as we get them to mop up here, we'll take care of your Mr. Burns. There, on the hill.
And that's the story of what's happened here this evening, boys and girls. And now, since it's a beauty contest that you've come to see, I think it's time that you get to look at the one and only winner possible. Here she is, Wonder Woman.
Comes out window, she's quite a girl, charming and beautiful, an all-American girl. Now that we've picked one, this cute little miss just can't miss.
I still don't understand what happened to Diana, Steve. She was supposed to be in the beauty contest.
Well, it's simple, Etta. When she found out she'd have to share the stage with Wonder Woman, poor kid probably threw in the sponge. But what woman wouldn't? Wonder Woman is just too much. Yes, General Blankenship. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, sir. Goodbye. Monty Burns and his entire ring have been arraigned in Washington. The radar scanner is already a smashing success, and General Eisenhower has nominated Wonder Woman for a special citation.
What about Lola Flynn? I feel rather sorry for her.
Her cooperation is being considered in her favor, but espionage during wartime is still a very serious offense. But Jack Wood's trying to get her leniency. He's a hard man to say no to.
Oh, I'm glad. Now, I've got to finish these requisition forms she requested. We're running low on graph paper.
Graph paper? Is that all you can think of after all that's happened? Being in a beauty contest and meeting Jack Wood in person, and the ambush of General Eisenhower and Wonder Woman and
It's no use, Etta. Our Diana is strictly business. But maybe, just maybe, one of these days she'll get tired of missing all the fun. And when that happens, I'd love to be around.
You will be, Major. That's a promise.
Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. All the world's waiting for you and the power you possess. In your satin tights, fighting for your rights and the old red, white, and blue. Wonder Woman. All our hopes are pinned upon you and the magic that you do. Stop a bullet cold, make the Axis fold, change their minds and change the world.